How are you? Aquarius, I'm here to go and pick up the second part of your December love forecast. Do check out, if you're curious about your affinity with Libra, do check out the first part of this video. You can find it really easily, probably the easiest if you just go to my channel, go to playlist, and check out the Aquarius playlist, not the astrological notes for Aquarius, because that's different. Check out the just general Aquarius playlist. I don't put the astrological notes in with the playlist because I expect those to be like mucho, lots and lots of cards. Anyway, of readings. I did say welcome to Mystic Moons, right? If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of the channel. If you are watching and not a subscriber, I welcome you as well. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing and supporting the channel. If you also would like to support the channel, consider being a member. Members have certain perks. In fact, there's something that I need to do for the members. Probably do this week. That's better, isn't it? Aquarius. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or if you appreciate it. If you appreciate the time and effort that went into making this video for you. I see this video, Aquarius, these videos as anybody who has strong Aquarius energy. So it could be an Aquarius sun, an Aquarius moon, an Aquarius rising, an Aquarius Venus, an Aquarius 7th house. Definitely could be an Aquarius 1st house, right? If you feel Aquarius energy strongly, if you have multiple planets in Aquarius, then I see this reading, my Aquarius readings, other than my moon messages, right? Because moon messages that I do are just purely for the moon. But all the other readings I do for the collective, I do it really based on those energies. And the love readings, I definitely consider 7th house and Venus. Of course, if you feel your Venus strongly in your energy, then I invite you to go and watch the other videos too, but just as a guideline. Aquarius, these readings that I'm about to do, I'm actually picking up from where I left off. So I've done Libra. As I mentioned before, you can go and check out Libra. I'm going to continue with air. Then I'm going to go off to fire. We'll do earth, and then we'll do water. So we'll get into it in just a second. We'll go and check out your affinity with all the remaining 11 signs other than Libra, because Libra I already did, and Libra, definitely check Libra out if you are interested. Oh yes, in these readings that I do, the 12 sign breakdown, or in this case the 11, I see that as someone you know, someone who you'll meet. So you could be in contact with a person, you could not be in contact with a person, or someone completely brand new. It could also be not just a romantic interest, it could also be friends. I don't really say family because, I do think these energies are sometimes, when they come not that nice, they really aren't that nice. And I wouldn't want you to be like having to deal with that with family. But I leave that up to you as well. I'm seeing this as friends, potential friends, or love and potential love, okay? but it basically is your affinity. I'm seeing this as your heart chakra energy with their heart chakra energy. You know, how are your heart chakras aligned? And also, too, you know, how open are they, right? We could protect our heart chakra utilizing other means, right? We could be guarded, we could be careful, we could be cautious, we could just be closed off with our heart chakras, right? And likewise, that other group, that other person, that other party, that other collective, you know, how are their chakras overall, their heart chakra overall, how open and how trusting is it? Let's go and take a look. Okay, Aquarius, if you're dealing with a fellow Aquarius, I have Ace of Wands. So I have Ace of Wands. I know I got like very much stuff here. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Well, not well, that was Chinese. Your my Spanish though is un poquito. But hola. Welcome. Everything I want to do, I want to go in. All my languages, I put my second best language in there. And the words I don't know, I have a habit of doing that, which is where the wall came from. Came from Chinese. Not that I'm Chinese. But anyway. Ace of Wands for Aquarius. Ace of Wands, I have Ten of Swords and Queen of Cups, Aquarius, if you're dealing with a fellow Aquarius. Well, interesting, Aquarius. If you're dealing with a fellow Aquarius, that person has come to a breakthrough. Very well could be, if you know this person about you. It's like they're being honest with themselves. If this isn't someone who you've been dealing with, Aquarius, a fellow Aquarius, then this is someone, if you meet an Aquarius and if you're there all like smitten with that Aquarius, most likely Aquarius, that Aquarius has reached a breakthrough. Maybe you have too. And I say that too because some of the energies that I've seen overall with Aquarius is like you guys have sort of unlocked another level, or you're about to unlock another level in your, life evolution. I've seen that. So I do think this is very apropos as you are there solidifying more and more who you are, what you want to do, who you want to be with, how you want to live, and how you're living your life in the manner that you believe in, right? You are basically shifting like keys, coming open. I think I already told you before, I need a donation, Jyoti. Because what I'm doing right now is my donation to the community. But if you want me to read on you personally, and it's going to be for all the readings, I'm going to need a donation if you need a personal reading, if you want a personal reading. If you want to donate, that would be beautiful. But if you're not going to donate, I won't do personal readings to benefit one person for free. I donate my time for the collectives, or at least readings that benefit, at least they have to benefit like at least some sort of collective. It could be people in a town, people in a school, right? But it has to be more than one person. It has to be more than one person. And you can go back and play this message if you want to hear it again, but it's for all my readings. So you don't need to ask again. I recognize you from before. I appreciate your time and watching, but that's my policy. All right, back to Aquarius. Overall, as I said, I've seen breakthroughs in your overall energy. So I have no doubt that you as well probably came to some sort of understanding, or coming to an understanding, coming to a new maybe evolution of aligning what you want together with, let's say, the actions of how to do it. So this, I will say, I think it's actually beautiful energy. Ace of Wands, Ten of Swords with a Queen of Cups. It's also like being content with where you've been at. Well, anyway, I like this energy a lot. I do. I think it's very, very exciting. If you meet that Aquarius, I think that Aquarius is going to, first of all, be at peace with themselves, and the choices they make that are aligned with their heart chakra is going to be, I don't know, healthy, constructive, really, really nice. Anyway, you have like interesting energy to go and start something really, really significant with another Aquarius. And likewise, I think if you're dealing with an Aquarius, if you are still open to that Aquarius, oh, it's interesting energy. Because as I said, I like that initial base. All right. Let's go and check out. What shall we check out? Gemini. Aquarius, you with Gemini. You with Gemini for December. I don't know what you did with that Gemini, but that Gemini is not letting go of that situation very easily. That Gemini was done wrong. It feels like Aquarius, or at least Gemini, feels they've been done wrong. I don't know, I kind of say they've been done wrong. Gemini has been ouchie, 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 in a lot of pain. Do you see the whole thing is here with his Five of Cups, and why I say just Gemini's been done wrong? Gemini trusted. Gemini had a lot of faith, and that faith got dissolved. Oh, brutally. It looks like Gemini tried to. And Gemini is not going, I don't know, Gemini. Gemini's also kind of leveled up in a way, and Gemini's not the same Gemini as before. You know, and this energy is kind of a grab bag, right? You know, Gemini could possibly come and engage you, but if they engage you, it's going to be not with any sort of openness or anything like that. One could almost say maybe Gemini would approach you and they'd either be very guarded. They could have their own agenda. I don't know. They wouldn't trust like before. So know that if you're dealing with a Gemini. The Gemini you had before is not going to be the same Gemini you'll have now, because Gemini learned a painful lesson. And I don't think Gemini's going to forget it. Gemini's heart space changed towards you. If you meet a Gemini, You know, if you meet a Gemini, Aquarius, I would say know that that Gemini has also been going through some same thing, going through some disappointments, some life changes, and they've also sort of shifted. Right now, Gemini is guarded with their openness. Not saying that they couldn't be friendly, they couldn't be warm, but their true opening of their heart, they're very apprehensive about stirring this up because this is fresh. This person has not healed from that. That's some painful energy. It's all about trust, too. Anyway, let's go on to the next sign. We'll go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius for Aquarius. Two of Pentacles. Ooh. If you deal with a Sagittarius, well, first of all, if you have been dealing with a Sagittarius, Sagittarius could float in and float out. I feel like Sagittarius will float in, float out. Is this mixed messages? Well, it could be mixed messages. It definitely is floating in and floating out if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is still making up their mind. They're not really sharing also to what it is they ultimately want and what they want to do, but they're also not burning any bridges, Aquarius. So keep that in mind if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. I'd almost say be cautious because Sagittarius could hurt you in this energy. But I think Aquarius, you would already sort of know where that Sagittarius is out because they're in and out. You know, they're not. It's like they're obviously into keeping the connection alive, but what kind of connection are they into creating or maintaining or growing with you, right? You can gather that. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo, expect that Leo to reach out. It's been a while since that Leo reached out. The surprising thing about that Leo reaching out, Aquarius, is that Leo could come with to you in committed energy now. And I say surprising because we have a Five of Pentacles here. So they just like basically spent time developing themselves, finding themselves, getting money. They spent time doing something to improve themselves. And now they're coming with a romantic offer like this time period didn't happen. In other words, they're going to come with a lot of chutzpah. Do I say a lot of nerve? I don't know. They're coming with just considering their own expectations and their own wants. So take that as you will. Anyway, you should be hearing from a Leo. If you meet a Leo, well, know that Leo wants everything their way. And I think with their way, it's not like their way wouldn't be presented to you, wouldn't feel, I think, nice, but they ultimately want things their way. How do you feel about that, Aquarius? If you are dealing with an Aries, If you're dealing with an Aries, I think I'm actually going to throw a card of clarification here. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aries, I'm going to say right now it's a grab bag. I do think in this energy, this initial energy, that Aries is not necessarily also burning any bridges, right? They're not burning any bridges, but then it comes into the question again of what kind of connection are they growing? Are they creating? Are they maintaining with you, Aries? And I think ultimately with this energy, it's a little interesting because Aries could show like they're 100% all in or very, very interested in you. But that's not all that there is. Aries is very strategic, Aquarius. Aries has other things going on, and ultimately Aries is just going along a pre-planned path. And I don't think they're going to be sharing the direction. The direction won't be clear to you. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is they could appear to you, Aquarius, like they're wholeheartedly in with you. But I think they're also wholeheartedly in with other things. Not saying people, not saying this Aries is with a whole bunch of people. What I'm saying is that other things equally captivate them. Right? It could be a job for that matter. It could be. Maybe they're planning on moving and they're not telling you. Maybe, I don't know, they go and spend like 12 hours a day playing a video game. I don't know, right? They have something that equally captivates them. And that something could be anything. Could be a person, could be a job, could be a video game. Maybe they have really, really big plans that they're not telling you. Like they're going to move, or I don't know, they're going to do something else, right? It's something Aries is making you feel comfortable. But Aries also has plans, significant plans that they plan on traveling on, and they're not telling you what they are. So we're on Earth. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Virgo. Two of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a Virgo, what's slow energy? Essentially, Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Virgo, that Virgo needs time to do anything significant. Maybe time has already passed in your connection, Aquarius. Enough significant time has already passed in your connection. Time is a relative thing. Everybody feels time differently, right? Some of us are more patient than others. Some of us have the capacity to be more patient than others. Some of us are patient and they like it. Some of us are patient, and as we are patient, let's say how we are at one point is not how we're going to be at the end of that other point, right? That duration. But yeah, if you're dealing with a Virgo, you need patience with that Virgo. You know, that Virgo slowly is solidifying their commitment, opening up their heart space slowly, with slow energy. but nothing will move fast with that Virgo. Everything with this Virgo is slow and steady. But oh my goodness, that is slow. I could not have the patience for that, Aquarius. That's too slow for me. Of course, I'm not an Aquarius and I'm not a Virgo, but that's slow energy. Let's see now. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Taurus, I have Temperance. Ooh, I don't know if I like this energy so much personally. If you're dealing with a Taurus, if you, like, in other words, current tense, right? Present tense, rather. If you're dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius, I feel like, oh my God, what history. And I don't really mean that in like a good way. I mean, like, you've been through some ups and downs here. That Taurus knows that that Taurus is going to go and make amends and apologies. You know, it almost feels like, though, Aquarius, it feels like that isn't the first time that Taurus did that. As I said, literally, I feel like you guys have like a relationship where you both feel very deeply, but there's always like, do I call them hiccups? I feel like they're bigger than hiccups. You have things that happen, and they don't have to happen. You know, someone's going off on their own agenda and they're not being considerate of another. Those type of things, I think they're bigger than hiccups. I wouldn't call them quite hiccups. But anyway, they're bumps, and I wouldn't even call them quite bumps because this feels a little bit more painful than bumps. I just feel like you guys have quite the history. Well, that person's coming back to make amends. The only question that I ask is, I don't think this is the first time, or if it is the first time, you could be setting a pattern, because this feels like hamster wheel. It's hamster wheel energy. You have a very determined, well-fed hamster, and that hamster has lots of energy to continue running along a specific pattern. Hamsters may be very cute. They may have very cute whiskers and very cute feet. They may be very nice and warm to hold, but I don't know, Aquarius. This is tiresome energy, I think. You know, and it too, I think it's tiresome because this Taurus knows the right things to say at the right time. I don't think they have a playbook of how they sort of resurrect the relationship each and every time. Like, you know, this Taurus, your energy is constantly evolving, and your relationship is constantly evolving. They're constantly evolving. Not saying it's negative growth. It isn't. It's just I don't know, a little painful. It's not easy. It's not smooth. Anyway, if you meet a Taurus, Aquarius, you know, a lot of things can be started in this energy. A lot of positive things can be started in this energy. But again, it's slow energy. And I still say slow energy with some hiccups. It's like, too, logically, this person comes to a realization of what they should do. They make amends. But then there's something still with their emotional development, their wishes, something about how they apply both their heart chakra and their logic to situations. There's some sort of disconnect there. Maybe it's not a full disconnect, but it's definitely kind of rough. I think it's a little rough. And it's like the more that you could spend time with that Taurus, the harder it is to sort of disengage, because you know, you see the sincerity, there's sincerity there, and there's honest trying, but it's a little rough. All right, who are we on for Earth? We're on Capricorn. Let's see, a Capricorn for Aquarius. I have two cards that I pulled, so I'm just going to pull one more. Eight of Swords, Hierophant, Ace of Cups. Well, let me say a couple things. If you're dealing with that Capricorn, against that Capricorn's better judgment, it feels like that Capricorn has a lot of affection for you. It's like also, too, that Capricorn would pull down the sky for you. The Capricorn is quite committed, but it's like against their better judgment. Isn't that interesting? I would say, though, Aquarius, I don't know, Capricorn is slowly also working towards a little breakthrough of understanding of their own. Energy is shifting there. But as of right now, Capricorn would pull down the sky for you. Let's go on to our final sign. We're going to go on to water. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius, a Four of Cups, ooh, how interesting. If you're dealing with a Pisces, that Pisces is all in. You have very nice affinity with Pisces. Pisces is open. Pisces is very nice energy. Very, very interesting. Very, very nice energy with Pisces. I'm going to leave it there if you're dealing with a Pisces. In fact, one of my overall votes for Aquarius this month is definitely going to be Pisces. That's in the top tier. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Aquarius for December. Scorpio. Oh, that just fell out. Did you see? Guess we'll take that. So I'll cut the deck one more time. Scorpio's energy is interesting, Aquarius. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I think you also have really good energy with Scorpio. The only thing is there could just be some friction on how you go about things, right? How do you go about creating that? I'm going to sneeze one moment. Okay. I feel like there could be some friction, Aquarius, about how you actually go about realizing either your relationship or what sort of future plans do you have. Maybe, I don't know, somebody wants to live by the beach and somebody else wants to live in some cold northern city. There's a little bit of a difference of application. If you can work that out, great. But if you both are stubborn to what you want with that Scorpio, then feels like both of you could part ways. There's something here, good energy, interesting energy, definitely a lot of attraction if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Aquarius. But what you both want could be drastically different. And you could only realize that once you start getting involved. Now, finally, Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Aquarius, if you're dealing with that Cancer, well, true to Cancerian stereotypes, that Cancer only wants one thing from you. To be the only one. You know, Cancer wants a meaningful connection. Cancer is willing to put out any sort of effort to develop and protect and solidify that meaningful connection. And it's like if it's not that sort of connection, then Cancer doesn't want it. That's the energy of Cancer. All right. That concludes the entirety of the love readings for the Aquarian Collective. Do consider, Aquarius, if you found this interesting, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. It could be on any Aquarius video. Doesn't have to be this one. I will be doing a reading on new love in general for the 12 zodiacs. I probably will also start some 2025 readings. I will probably start that as well. Also, there'll be a mid-December reading I'll do as well for Aquarius. And do check out the collective ones I'll do. I will do a moon messages. I might do that today, might do that now. And I will also do a who's watching you. I think this will be the 3rd or 4th week I've done that. I've been doing those weekly. So check those out too if you're interested. Aquarius, also check out the other things that are being done on Mystic Moons. The UFOs I really like. Check out the UFO readings, Aquarius. There's a skyquake. There's earthquakes. I don't know, that's interesting. Check them out. Until the next reading, Aquarius, I'm wishing all of you this beautiful day. Bye-bye.